All right, we're here with our Media Dump episode 6. It's mine and Nick's podcast where we're going to come here and we're going to talk about everything, all the media we've consumed over the past 2 weeks. Go. Media, all, now, go.
All media. You can't just drop it on me like that. I'm almost done with She-Hulk. Almost done with C. Almost done with House of Dragons. Almost done with Banshee. I made a list of like 68 movies that I need to watch, that I want to watch. Watched The Gray Man. That one was fun. Watched Hocus Pocus 1 and 2.
All right.
No. You said all.
Nope.
Shut up. Still
Okay,
going.
come on. All right.
Started 2 new
All right,
audiobooks.
so the first, we have a bunch of different, what's it called, topics.
We don't have different topics.
Okay.
They're the same topic.
We have a bunch of topics that we go through in an order. The first topic we're going to talk about here is board games. Okay, Nick.
Board games.
We played some board games yesterday, but besides those,
Kicked your ass in some board games yesterday.
kicked my ass in board games yesterday. But besides those, did you play anything?
No, but I do have a new board game that I wanted to play, and I forgot to bring today.
The Hocus Pocus board game?
Indeed, sir. I got the Hocus Pocus board game, and forgot to play it.
He had a Hocus Pocus watch party last night, and then didn't play the Hocus Pocus board game. Probably would have been like the perfect time, but
Yeah. It only takes like 30 minutes, too.
I think we just got started a little bit late.
Yeah.
I was tired. Skylar was tired. and
Everyone was tired.
Shelly's mom was. I don't remember her name.
Zoe was tired. Carol.
Carol was tired.
Yeah.
Um. Okay, so besides what we played yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
okay, we're gonna talk about what we played yesterday, and then I'll talk about my things.
Okay.
So we played a little bit of Magic. So Nick's getting pretty good into Magic right now, and then I guess, I mean, you've been talking about it for a while.
Good.
So I guess we went through, helped my deck. I got a white red heroic deck. That I'm gonna try and get better. And then he's got a bunch of decks.
It just takes games, honestly. Like, your deck's not bad. It's pretty good, because it's hard to disrupt. It's just, it's a whole lot of garbage, and you just got to keep playing it, honestly.
Yep.
I bought more cards last night.
Oh my god, are you serious? So we went to the board game store, and he buys 2 30 card booster packs, and then he's like, "Hey, look, 200 commons for $5. Yoink." What'd you buy last night?
Another pack of commons.
Do you need it? How many decks are you gonna make?
All of them. I want every deck. Let me double check. I'm almost positive it was like... Because I didn't realize I still had an Amazon gift card on my account. Hey guys, early access to Prime.
All right. Hurry up.
I mean, you could fill space.
All right. I got nothing. I'm not in the zone right now.
Yeah, we're at your...
I never got
place, not
super
almost there.
into Magic because I was just never gonna spend the money to make a good ass deck. I played against like my friend Brandon, and he's like whips out a deck, and it's like, oh, absolutely destroy the shit out of us. And I'm like, oh, there's nothing I can do. So
It does. Now that I'm looking at it, it doesn't say how many cards it was.
how
I
much
think
money?
it was like 50. It was like $5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or another 200.
Yeah.
All right. So you played 3 new games,
Mm-hmm.
3 new 2-player games.
Mm-hmm.
Blitzkrieg, Othello, Memoir 44. I think I've talked about all 3 of those before. Maybe I haven't talked about Blitzkrieg. Blitzkrieg was this game. It's like a World War II game where you're drawing tiles from a bag, and you're playing tiles on these action squares
Mm-hmm.
to go against each other and try and win. And then there's these tracks that you're trying to move along these tracks. So it's like track management and bag drawing and playing tiles.
Yeah.
So what did you think of that game?
Honestly, I would like to play it more. It seems pretty fun.
I love it.
I feel like I kicked your ass too fast, and I didn't really get to experience the full.
I agree. I fucked up.
full game. Oh,
See, the thing is, what I'm
sure.
trying.
That's what happened.
I'm trying different strategies. It's not an excuse. I'm not trying to make an excuse. I mean, you won fair and square, but I'm trying to like try slightly different strategies. Or it's like, so when I played against Skyla, I let her get like 10 points ahead,
Mm-hmm.
and then I built up what I wanted to build up.
Yeah.
But then I just couldn't catch up, and that's kind of what I did this game. Is like you kind of have to play head v head.
Aggressive.
You can't let somebody get too far ahead, or else you're just gonna fall too far behind.
Yeah.
So like that's what I was kind of trying to. I was trying to prepare for the future, but
Mhm.
it's kind of I don't know. You can't. I feel like you can't really prepare for the future in that game. You kind of just got to be in the moment.
Yeah. But I mean, it's hard. A lot of war games are like that, where you can kind of plan maybe like 1 or 2 turns ahead, but you can't plan much farther than that because then you get too bogged down in it. And if they do something you don't think about, it just throws everything out of whack. Like, look how long it takes to get good at chess because there's just so many options. Yeah, this has like 12 things you can do in 1 turn. I mean, you can't plan for everything, so it's difficult to kind of like look ahead too far.
All right. What would you rate it out of 10?
I still like an 8. It's pretty fun, but
I
there's,
give it
there's
8.5.
more. There's more you can do with it.
Okay, so you played Othello. How'd you think about Othello? Othello is like you're playing white and black discs, and you're playing it, and then you switch over your opponent's disc to your color, and then you're playing the things, whatever they're called, tokens, to switch over players' colors. It's like an abstract. It's kind of old abstract game, kind of a really simple abstract game. And there's a lot more abstract games that have taken like Othello and made it into a much bigger, fleshed out game.
Yeah.
So it's I think it's a nice little game.
Yeah, something. If
It doesn't have too much to it.
No, honestly. It seems like one of those games that would be great if you shrunk everything down and it could be like a pocket game or something you could stick in a bag.
That'd be
Like,
cool.
that'd be something that's great.
There's probably
for, like,
Othello,
a park.
Othello
Oh, yeah,
travel
yeah.
version
But I
with
think
magnets.
Yeah. There you go. I think it would be great, though, honestly, if you just shrunk it down, because then it makes it more accessible. Because it's not really an expansive game, so you can play 6 or 7 games pretty quick. If it's just something you can pull out while you're waiting in line at something, I think it'd probably be better.
All right, what would you rate it out of 10?
I say like a 7.5.
Honestly, I give it a 6.5,
Mm-hmm.
but I still really like to play it.
Yeah,
But I think as a
considering,
game,
it's like
yeah,
rating chess.
I think as a game it's not that great, but I
Yeah.
still like it and enjoy it and would choose to play it at
Yeah.
any point. All right, the last game we played together is Memoir 44.
That game sucked.
That's
I'm just kidding.
literally a dudes on a map game. That's what people call it.
Okay.
Because you actually have miniatures.
Mm-hmm.
They're not really whatever.
They're minis.
Minis, yeah. And then it's another World War II game, and there's a hex board, and you're like playing cards to move your people along these hexes and attack the enemy. I really like it. I do have problems with it because sometimes you can get to a point where you just literally can't play any of the cards you have, and it's like,
Mhm.
oh, I can do literally nothing.
Yeah.
That kind of really sucks.
And honestly, the only way to get new cards is to play cards. So
Yeah,
you're
so
kind of screwed.
There was a point we're playing with Skyla, and she is like, I literally can't play any of my cards.
Yeah.
I'm
There
like,
should
you
be a
just have to play one, do nothing, and then draw. Yeah, so she was talking about she wants to do some sort of house rule where we
Mhm.
could some sort of house rule where it's like you can do something.
Mhm.
I don't know exactly what it could be, but she wants to do something because she's like, I can't. This is
I would say, like, at that point, if you can't play anything, discard everything you have and then just draw back up.
yeah, but the
if that's
problem
your
is that
turn.
is like you might want to try to get to that point.
True, but it's
you know,
also like
because-
you're losing.
Because if you draw 6 new cards, the
Mhm.
odds of getting the gray cards that are really powerful
Mhm.
are really high.
True, but you're already like losing a turn. Is it worth it?
Lose a full turn.
That's what I mean. It's
But
like
wipe
you can't
your-
do anything.
wipe your
but
hand.
You reset everything. I mean, think about it. The whole game itself.
Then
is
here's
like,
the problem: is you would have to shuffle those back into the deck. I think
eventually.
no, because when you run out of
Mhm.
the deck, the game's supposed to end. Oh no,
Remember,
there's
that's punishment.
no, but then like you might want to do that on purpose, so the game would end quicker. You know what I mean?
True.
But we probably
You can
wouldn't.
house
But
rule it.
we probably wouldn't. Me and Skylar, but you might play against somebody who
Well, I mean,
did
you
on
could say if
purpose.
you run out of cards that way, you lose. You know.
just lose.
Yeah, like
That'd
if
be
you
gr-
run out
that'd
of
be cool.
cards, you manage poorly. You've lost.
Sometimes it's not your fault though.
True, it's not. But I mean, the whole game is like very. I don't want to say it's like historically accurate, obviously, but it tries to give some sort of like historic detail. If you
Yeah,
fuck up,
every mission has a description
yeah, so I'm saying
of like
it's
the actual real life battle.
yeah, if you command poorly, it only makes sense that you would lose.
All right, so did
Yeah.
you liked it?
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Out of 10, let's go.
9, like 9.25. Pretty good.
But when I played the first 4 missions,
Mm-hmm.
I give it a 9.
Yeah.
And then
I
we
see
played
its
2 more
potential.
missions after that, and those kind of showed some of the problems with the game.
True.
So it went down to an 8 for me.
I see its potential is the thing.
And there's hell expansions.
That's also one of the
There's
other things.
so many. You could play that thousands of times.
Yeah. It seems like a great game. I would want to play a bit more, but it is what it is. I think the expansions, if they actually add something other than just like a board or 1 or 2 other like
I haven't really looked
in-game
into the expansions
situations.
because that's not that
more
important.
money, yeah.
Well, yeah, we haven't played it. I mean, it's
Enough,
got like a
yeah.
campaign ish.
Yeah.
And I want to play through the campaign.
That
With
makes
Skylar,
sense.
the problem is we like fight when we play because we're both
Just stop fighting.
you know. All right, so I bought a new game called Getaway Driver. It's kind of a really cool game. It reminds Skyla of the second half of Heist.
Yes.
Where you're like the one guy is the police people chasing the getaway driver who like committed a heist,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're like playing tiles out in front,
Yes.
and then moving onto them, and then performing, and then there's like obstacles in the way and then if you're trying to get the police to, as the police, you're trying to get the getaway driver to run into the obstacles, and as the getaway driver, you're trying to maneuver in such a way that the police run into the obstacles.
Yeah.
And the problem with that is, I thought, is the rulebook is not a great rulebook. It goes too much into depth. Like there's too many little tiny rules
Mm-hmm.
that kind of, it was too much. So we kind of got really frustrated halfway through. We were like, so we quit halfway through. But then I looked up. I watched videos about how to actually play. We'll play that again eventually, but we just quit now. You played Terraforming Mars again, right?
Yes.
You good? How good did you do? What did you get?
I got 3rd. But
Really?
I beat Flynn, so that's a positive.
There you go.
There we go. I might as well have won.
Oh, we bought a new thing at Red Dragon Inn that
Mhm.
we played, me, Skyla, and Skylar.
Yeah.
And I like Red Dragon Inn.
Yeah, it's a good game. I'm
it's
happy I
fun.
got it. I'm just kidding.
And we played an exit game, House of Riddles.
Yeah.
We played a really, really easy one. If you ever want to get into exit games, which you would like them,
Mm-hmm.
you ever want to get into exit games, play all the easy ones first. Don't ever play. We played a super hard one first,
Mm-hmm.
and boy, was that a mistake.
Are they timed?
Time for score.
Dumb.
So but the score doesn't matter. You
Yeah,
just
dumb.
playing for fun. And one thing I learned from that, that I will put into exit room whenever I do an exit room again,
Mm-hmm.
is when you're stuck, just flip over a clue. Just get a clue.
Yeah.
Don't try no. Let's try and figure it out for 15 minutes
I would say that would be
and
the time you
not
set a timer.
not flip over a clue. I'm like, no. What we've learned playing exit games is just if you're stuck, you go, I don't know.
Yeah.
Clue. It's not worth it. It's not worth the
Yeah.
time. So we did an exit room, and played with our buddy Marco,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, no, wait, we get a clue in 5 minutes. Let's just keep looking around for 5 minutes. So then we all did nothing for 5 minutes because we didn't know what to do. We were totally stuck, and it was a waste of time.
Yeah.
And then we flipped over, and then we got the clue, and then we figured it out
dare you,
immediately,
Marco.
right? And then we technically lost that escape room, but we lost it by 30 seconds. So the guy just gave us the win.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when you ask for a clue, your time goes down by a minute or something.
Yeah.
But then that's 4 minutes. It's 4 minutes we wasted.
Yeah.
And we would have won. in
Yeah.
those 4
I mean,
minutes.
technically.
But the guy just, I think if at escape rooms, if you're close enough, they just give you the win. They're like, you're
True.
close.
Yeah.
If you're not close at all, they're like, I can't give you the win, but you're close.
Yeah. If it's one thing if you're 30 seconds off. If you're 4 minutes off,
It's like, oh, okay, you-
you lost. Sorry. No, it makes sense.
All right. So real quick, we're gonna do the things we wanted to play. Did you play Princess Bride?
I did not, but I brought up what we did wrong, and we're gonna try to play it. I think Wednesday.
All right, so I said I wanted to play Villainous. I played Villainous 3 times
Nice.
in the past 2 weeks,
Did you
all as Scar.
Did you win?
All 2 times. Never mind, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
2 times, all as Scar, all against Yzma, and I lost both times. And I think the thing is with Yzma, do you remember playing with Yzma? So Yzma has four different fate decks,
Mm-hmm.
and Cusco's hidden in one of the fate decks, and you're supposed to
That's
get
right.
him and then defeat him with Kronk.
Yeah.
And what I've learned is, well, the last 4 times we played with Yzma, she's won.
yeah.
And the last 3 times I played with Yzma was 1v1, and Yzma won pretty handily in all 3 of those games. So I think Yzma, you just can't play 1v1 against
I
her.
think Yzma needs to be faded more.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
She needs to be faded more. And I was playing his Scar because I want to win his Scar. So real quick, I'm just gonna talk about. So what I wanted to do is I was like, I want to win as every character, like in Villainous or
Mhm.
in these games, right? But then I finally accepted the fact that that's just not really feasible.
Yeah. You gotta find the scenario.
Yeah,
where
because
he-
then I
where
looked
they
at Red
can win.
Dragon Inn, and Skylar's like, "Oh, I love Red. I want to play so much more Red Dragon Inn." And then I'm like, "There's 5 characters here." I was like, and I lost as this character that I played. And then I was like, it's just not feasible to win as every single character. It's gonna take dozens of plays to
Yeah.
get to that point.
Yeah.
So I want to play as every character, and so the new goal is I got to play as every character and feel as if I did good, even if
Yeah.
I don't want to get
That
shit.
makes
If I play
sense.
as a new character and I get absolutely shit on, I'm like, I got to do that again, right?
Yeah.
But if it plays a new character and I do like okay, then that's good. Then
Well, it's also
that's
like
fine.
one thing you have to play the character to really understand it.
Yeah,
Like the rules explain it, but
That's what-
until you see the cards in the situation,
like with Villainous, you gotta like actually know.
Yeah.
So like because we have there's like the new Villainous expansion that we haven't gotten.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason is that we're like, oh, we still gotta play these other characters, and I was like, I want to win as every other character, right?
Yeah.
And I've won as most characters, but I was like, to win, it's just gonna take too long to win as
Yeah.
every character. So I was like, but I've played as every character in normal Villainous,
Yeah.
and I feel good, and I feel like we could get the expansion.
Mm-hmm.
And I played as every character in Marvel Villainous except Madame Mask. So there's 8 characters. I played as 7 of them, and I won as. Oh boy, I've not won that game much. 2. I've only won as 2. I've only won as Thanos and Loki, which are
They're easier, aren't they?
no.
Never mind. Oops.
So then I was thinking of Marvel Villainous. I was like, whenever the next expansion comes out, probably in the next 6 months at some point.
Well.
And then I was like Star Wars Villainous, and I was like,
yeah.
I'm just not gonna be able to win as every unless I play that game a shitload.
Yeah. I mean.
But I think it's not so I just got as long as I play as every character and feel satisfied that I played as every character. Oh no, I
Yeah.
won as MODOK. I won with 3 of the 7 characters I played. That's pretty good.
I didn't even know MODOK was in it.
The newest expansion is Loki, MODOK, and Madame Mask.
Oh.
Or the only expansion.
Yeah, the Mischief expansion, I think.
And I think they probably didn't do a expansion for that because they were doing Star Wars Villainous.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. Which honestly, I want to see what they have for Star Wars Villainous. I think it'd be fun
Yeah, I wonder how it's gonna be different because it'll be a little bit different.
because it's Vader, Dooku, and
It's Moff Gideon and
is it really Moff Gideon?
yeah and
General Grievous?
Grievous. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Which is
Um,
fun. Obi-Wan's in all of those.
What happened? Where'd he go?
Where'd he go? I'm gonna have to pause.
This one. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Next, we're finally getting off of that. 20 minutes in.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the bigger part
yep.
of it. Yeah, go for it.
What's next? Next is video games.
Video games.
What you been playing?
GTA 5.
That's it.
Pretty much.
So you said you're gonna play Tropico. You didn't play Tropico at all.
I forgot I borrowed it.
I saw it sitting on your. I saw it on your thing.
I took it out of my backpack, set it right
Yesterday.
there. It hasn't moved since I put it there. I will download it tonight
That's fine. You don't have to, but you playing shitload of
and play GTA 5.
GTA 5.
Shitload of GTA 5. They
Tell me and tell the people about what they changed.
it's like a 2.0 now. Like obviously
like
they're
Overwatch.
they're trying to get you to get back in it by giving you things they should have given you when it first came out, which sucks. But now it's like the complete version. And I hate playing games after
Mm-mm.
they're like the
I
complete version.
Hate when they do that. I refuse to support that.
Yeah. The issue
Refuse.
is I hate it because nobody's around to play it. Like when a game finally finishes and they give you everything you're supposed to have for the game and 7 people are playing it, it's like there's no point. I play GTA solo, so I don't care about that. I'm so happy I can do pretty much anything in that game now.
I remember playing with you, and you're like, we played for hours, and
yeah,
then you were like,
we did the same 3 things.
I lost $200,000 today.
Yeah.
Great. Oh, fun.
2 hours just to end up with 200,000
Private duty,
less
but
than
there were
I
private
started
lobbies back then. I would have played a shitload. I just
Yeah.
don't have the time. You said like we should play them, dude. I don't have the time to fucking play.
Yeah, I put in
GTA,
probably 5 hours. Like when I play, it's like I got to dedicate time to this because I can't
I
jump
can't.
in for
I
20
cannot
minutes.
do that.
Yeah. That's why I haven't played anything else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard.
I
Maybe
stay up
if
late.
you ever get if you ever get a different schedule, and then we could play from like noon to 3.
I
Then
wish.
then I'd get into GTA.
Yeah.
But that's pretty
wish.
much that's the only time I have to play.
To be fair, if I had the available time from noon to 3, I would probably just play from noon to whenever. That's just how that is.
All right, oh, I didn't write. So I played.
Apex
So I played some good amount of Apex.
I know. got Skyline.
I told
Apex.
yeah, that's the problem is I was like gonna delete it for a week, right? But then now Scott, now my wife is like, I want to play Apex with you. So we
Yeah.
played, and then obviously, I get annoyed, and
No, you don't want to play Apex, do you?
she gets mad at me because she's has no idea what the fuck she's doing, so she's trying to
Mhm.
figure it out.
Oh, blame
Um,
her. Got it.
But I could be more patient. But she also doesn't listen to me when I tell her what to fuck do.
I don't listen to you, and I know you're better than me at the game. I would do everything I can to make it as stressful as possible. I'm just
And then
added
I wrote about
difficulty.
GGISR. I'm assuming that's Ghost Recon. I don't know what GGISR means. It is Ghost Recon because it's supposed to be GHOST. I played a little bit of Ghost Recon.
Just a smidge.
Yeah, not as much as I wanted to. Obviously, that's what I always say.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I wish I
really
played a little more GTA too.
I really should finish that or just get rid of it. I keep saying that.
Make
I'm
a
not at
commit.
this point. I'm not gonna get rid of it. It's been too long for me
Yeah.
saying I'm gonna get rid of it.
Just commit.
Dude, the problem is sometimes it takes a hell. I'm like, oh my god.
Just
I'm like, why is
Get
this
a
mission
helicopter.
literally 10 parts? I'm like, we're running around.
get a helicopter.
Oh my god. I'm doing
Play on a harder difficulty. Play on an easier difficulty.
that. And I also played through Call of Duty Vanguard on Veteran.
Mm-hmm.
So
Did
that's one
I
thing.
gave that back, right?
I played it this week, so yeah,
Okay. I wasn't sure if I gave it back last
that's right
time.
there.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
I did.
that's pretty.
We're
That's
good. Yeah,
I like it.
because I borrowed Tropico.
That's good. Pretty good story.
It is a fun story.
There's some achievements that I'm like, oh my, they're gonna be annoying
Yeah.
story achievements. Like,
I didn't look at any of the achievements. I just
like you gotta
going
like
through.
there's like if there's ever like airplane dogfighting achievements, they're just bad, always.
unless you gotta shoot down zeros. What, like 45 of them?
So I gotta go back. So I went back and got a couple of them, but then there's one like also it's really annoying is when it's like a long stealth mission, and then it's like get this trophy at the end of this long stealth mission. It's like it's kind of like a slog. You're like, I just gotta slog through this, and
Yep.
then you gotta do the whole like there's one where I don't remember the character's names, but here's the girl, the ghost of she was the ghost, right? The ghost of what I don't remember.
Lady Nightingale?
Lady Nightingale. What am I thinking of?
I don't know.
There
Ghost of Tsushima?
you go.
Sure.
And as the Lady Knight, there's a trophy, and remember the department warehouse, or the department, not the department warehouse, the department store. Right before you kill the bad guy.
Spoiler? Yeah. Yeah.
It's Call of Duty. And there's a trophy for you got to defeat every single person there using your sneak attack.
Yeah, I didn't sneak attack one person.
And I was like, oh my, I sneak attack some, but then you just give up, right?
I
But
didn't
no,
sneak
there's a
attack a
trophy. You got to
single
sneak attack every single person in that entire thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
I guess I'll do it eventually, but
There was one of those missions where you're sneaking around, and it's like make it through the level without firing your gun. I was like, why would anybody shoot? Because then it just means you gotta fight off like 20 people with a pistol. Dumbest thing
Dude,
ever.
there's a trophy in Black Ops Declassified for the Vita.
Best game
It's
ever.
get through the whole level without getting injured. And I'll tell you what, on the Vita, that's hard.
Yeah.
I tried that dozens and I put in dozens of hours trying to do that 1 3-minute mission. I never could do it. So fucking hard.
Yeah, I bet. That's why you just bounce grenades off of the wall.
You don't have. There's like no grenades in that.
I was
level.
kidding. I've never played that game.
All right.
I just know Menendez is in it, and I know. I know the Mac 11's
All right.
trash.
So movies.
Movies.
What'd you watch?
Gray Man.
That's what you said you wanted to watch. Was
Yep.
it good?
It's basically just discount John Wick.
Hmm.
With Chris Evans though, it's pretty good.
I wonder why I put Great BRRN.
Let me see. Your finger's covering it. Greatest beer run.
Oh, did you watch that?
Nope. It's 2.5 hours, and I was like, we can watch Gray Man or Greatest Beer Run. Which do you want to watch? And
Gray Man good?
for it. It's pretty good, yeah. It is.
Looks really generic to me.
Completely. Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
I feel
that's
like
fair.
this is slowly falling. I'm just gonna move it.
Are you like you're going like this?
My fucking neck is killing me. Okay, there we go. Now I gotta kind of.
All right.
Sorry.
Is that the only movie you watched?
Hocus Pocus.
Did you watch the first one?
Yeah.
Like this week? What
Watched
did-
it the day before.
And then you were gonna watch it again? Because that was the plan, right?
Sorry, the mic was turned around.
Were you on the wrong side of the mic the whole time?
No, I was like talking into the
Okay.
side.
So
It should be fine. We'll find out. Sorry.
So you watched the first one, and then your plan was watch the first one again the next day?
Yeah, I like the movie. I don't care.
I don't really remember it.
It's about witches.
I know it's got SJP. And the voice of
You can do it. You can do it.
Peggy. It's the black chick. Black haired chick.
Oh,
That's the voice of Peggy.
is she really?
Yep.
Oh,
I looked it up.
just know it got Bette Miller in it. So I mean, like,
And her.
she's great. I
I
love
can't
her.
remember. Yeah.
She's awesome.
All right. So
Go ahead.
I actually watched a shitload of movies. I was
Uh-huh.
thinking of I think I'm gonna make. I don't know. I think I'm gonna make a video
You can do it.
talk like I'm gonna be like because I watched like 15 movies. So I think I'm gonna make a video and it's of like 15 movie reviews or whatever, and then I'll link to that and then I'll link to both of these. I'll make a separate video. I think I'm gonna do
Mhm.
that. So I'll put a card up
Just do like 60-second reviews.
there. It's over there, right?
It's above my head. Yeah. So it's
I'm gonna put a card over
it's
there.
like
I
right
think
here.
linking to that video, and then I'll do that video, and then I'll link to this one. Then maybe people will watch it. I don't know.
Maybe.
But the two movies, I'm going to talk about these two movies in that video also, but I'm going to talk about only two movies today. I like all those movies. So I watched.
I didn't get a single look at any of the names.
Well, no,
I
you
just
don't.
saw
I
the
don't want
list.
you to see the names. Just see how many.
Why?
I love movies.
Why
Watch
don't you,
movies all the
no.
time.
Why don't you want me to see the names?
You gotta watch the video.
I'm not gonna watch the video. I'm gonna start
All
it
right,
for
all
6
right,
seconds and
all
I'm
right.
gonna hit like.
So the videos I've seen. I watched Hocus Pocus 2.
Nice.
That was good.
What'd you think? Out of 10. 7.5. 8.5.
I'm gonna give it I would give it a 7.5, but I laughed out loud at least like 6 or 7 times.
Yeah, we know.
So I'll give it an 8.
I would say an 8.
It was
yeah.
funny. Some parts were hilarious, dude.
I was like a few days late, obviously. Everyone I talked to about that movie, I was like, seriously, no spoilers. What did you think? And they're like, the first one's better. I was like, I hate you so much.
It's always gonna be better.
That's like, meh, it's a movie. It's like, no shit, thank you.
We know
I
the first
thought I
one's
was
better.
watching a picture show. Like the fucking idiots. Yeah.
I'll go to the picture show. All right, and then the other two movies I just want to talk about quickly are Morbius. That's it. Why does everybody hate that movie? It
It's
was fine.
Morbin time.
It was fine.
It's such a good movie.
Was it amazing? No. Was it
I'd give
enjoyable?
It an 8. I'd give it an 8.
Was it enjoyable? Yes. Did I,
I
have
would-
fun watching it? Yes. Do I regret watching it? No. Would I watch it again? Yeah.
I've
Would I
watched it 3
recommend it?
times.
What?
I've watched it 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. I was like,
liked
why
it.
does everybody hate
I
this?
really
It
liked
was
it.
fine.
I don't understand why people hate Jared Leto. Like, I get actors.
The method acting,
hating. I get.
the dead pigs,
Ugh.
the
So
cult. He's a cult leader too.
Yeah, but that's fine. As long as he ain't hurting anybody.
Hey man, that's just living the dream, dude.
Yeah. Cult is so derogatory. Is he doing anything like to them physically? Is it a cult or is it just like a fan club that's really dedicated?
All right.
Thank you.
And then I also did watch The Last Duel, which is what I said I wanted to watch.
Mm-hmm. Did you like that
Before?
movie?
I
Hold
thought
on.
it was
Better question. Did you understand that movie?
yeah.
I don't like how you answered
I
that.
thought it was okay.
I liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
There's just
I like the way they filmed it.
yeah, I like how it was like he saw Matt Damon's character saw himself Legend de Carouge saw himself as like a devoted husband and
As the good
whatever.
guy? Yeah.
and then you look at like her and he's like
Such a
like
piece of shit.
he's like hitting her and fucking being a piece of crap and like yelling at her all
Yeah.
the time. And it's like,
Yeah. It's honestly it's great.
but then in all three stories,
Yeah.
Adam Driver's character is the bad guy. So I was like,
Even in his own story,
Even in
he's
his
kind
own
of
story,
a
he's the bad
douchebag.
guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like he's a douchebag in his own telling of the story or how he's picturing it. But being a douchebag isn't a crime. So I was like, yeah, he's kind of a douche, but
I
like
mean-
whatever. Then
Mm,
like everybody else's interpretation was like he's a fucking psychopath. he's a little criminal. He needs to be arrested.
he's
Yeah.
killed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Watch The Last
I'm
Duel.
so glad that Matt Damon's character won.
Hey,
Spoilers.
Hey, you're supposed to say
I
spoilers
don't-
before.
Shut up. I'm so glad he won. I was so scared that Adam Driver's character was gonna win, dude.
I was
so scared.
I honestly wanted them both to die. I was like, they're both pieces of trash. Like, obviously, let Matt Damon's character win. I mean, it's history.
I mean,
But-
it really happened.
Yeah, let Matt Damon's character win, and then just like they did in the stories, like let him die 2 years later or something. Just let her be happy. Like she's had a rough
I know.
time of it.
I was just so scared Adam Driver's
Yeah.
character was gonna win. I was like, please don't, please.
It
Even
was-
I know it was real, but still, I was like,
yeah,
no, not the rapist. No.
yeah.
One thing I thought it would have been cool if right before he like kills him, he goes like, bam. If he said, he was like, then burn in hell or whatever he said.
Yeah.
I don't know. This just a thought I had. I was like, what if he like yelled or whatever? Like, if this was his story, if it was
Mhm.
like his story, right,
Yeah.
from his point of view, he would have like yelled something like, "I believe my wife" or whatever, and then killed him.
Yeah.
I think that would have been good. Like, or like he looked at her like,
But
for you, for your honor.
yeah, but that's not how.
I don't know. If
I
it
don't
was
know.
his version, I
Oh,
bet he would
yeah,
have been
yeah.
like, and then I was like, my wife is an angel, and then I killed him.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's like with him, it's implied, obviously, but to the truth, it's like he's a piece of shit. He's a very bad person.
All right. So, next
Next,
TV shows.
what would you say out of 10? What would you give it?
7.
7? I could see that. Yeah. It's gonna be a sucky sequel, but you know, the second to last duel. No.
It's a prequel.
Yeah. It just shows the guys that were in there before them. The
It's
warm up
just like
fight.
some random guys.
The warm up fight. I don't know.
All right.
Just the main 3 shows for me, honestly.
I didn't
She-Hulk.
watch Star Wars.
You gotta watch She-Hulk, man.
I gotta watch Star Wars.
Star Wars can wait.
No. One day.
She-Hulk's gonna get spoiled
One day
for
I'll
you.
watch Clone Wars.
But
One
it's
day-
important to the integrity.
One day I'll finish the Clone Wars. I'm gonna do it this week. This. Look, I was flipping the camera off. These 2 weeks, I'm gonna watch Star Wars: The Clone Wars. I fucking bet.
I bet you $1 you're not gonna. That way, if you do win, you get $1 and you watch Clone Wars, and I can stop hearing about it. If you don't, I get $1.
They released
it's a win-win
on
for
Hulu.
me.
They got new season of Family Guy, American Dad, and Bob's Burgers.
Is any of those South Park? No.
No.
Okay,
South Park on
good.
Hulu.
No, it's on HBO.
I don't have HBO.
Archer's on Hulu.
Maybe we'll get HBO again at some point. But I was
Mhm.
like, nah, I'm gonna not get it because they're pieces of shit.
So is everyone.
But then there's that. But then I have Disney Plus, and those guys and Amazon Plus, and those guys are evil. Prime.
Yeah.
Those guys are evil. So I might as well just get HBO because
Yeah.
they're evil too.
Yeah.
So
Look who's joining the cult now. It's not so bad when you're part of the cult.
all right. Watching anything on YouTube?
On YouTube. I got back into Neebs just because I like hearing their voice. Honestly. It's, I don't know. There's something about 3 Southern guys. A guy from
Oh,
Boston and a guy from Minnesota.
Boston.
Yelling at video games. There's something about their voices. It's cathartic. I love it. Scratches my brain. Yeah.
Okay, so this last weekend
Mm-hmm.
was the World Series of Board Gaming, which I've been watching on YouTube.
Nice. Why did
So-
you say something? I don't watch the video.
I didn't really watch. So it's like
You.
literally World Series of
liar.
Board Gaming.
Yeah.
And it's in Las Vegas,
Yeah.
and it's literally people from all over the world came
Yeah.
in. Guys were there from Norway.
Nice.
They won the award for longest trip. So it's like 99% Americans, but there's some people from other places, I guess. Maybe there's some Canadians.
They showed up and got a participation trophy.
They got like a $50 gift card after spending like $10,000 on this trip, right?
And it's like,
Uh,
here's lunch.
And so that was a cool thing. They did so they have 16 games, and they do 16 tournaments for all those games. And then the winners of those games then go to the semifinals, where they do I'm burping. Where they do 4 games that none of the people at those tables have
Mhm.
won those games,
Mm-hmm.
those tournaments. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
it's spread out, so you don't get to win the same one twice, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, then there's 4 winners. And then they all veto one of the last remaining games,
Mm-hmm.
and it's at simultaneous, so that you might veto the same game. So 2 people veto Terraforming Mars. So only 3 games got vetoed. So then it's out of the next
Yeah.
7 games or whatever. They pick one at random, and then they play that one.
Why didn't they want to play Terraforming Mars?
It's because like I think they wanted. feel like everybody wanted to do one with more skill. There's still skill in Terraforming Mars, but it also you can also just get extremely lucky with the cards.
Oh, yeah.
and then
yeah.
it's like great.
It's very little strategy when it comes down to like what cards you're
Yeah,
getting.
the other games they did Carcassonne and Azul, which are both like
Ooh.
small, quick
Mm-hmm.
games.
I want to play Carcassonne.
That are much more luck involved than some of the bigger, giant, huge games. Or
Mhm.
less luck because there's one more time and also you know.
Yeah.
So they played Dune Imperium as the last game.
Ooh. Is that why
Um,
you brought it up the other day? Yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I still been watching. I haven't been watching that. I've been watching videos about that. I
Yeah.
didn't actually watch the whole thing because it's like they live streamed like the last of every single game.
Yeah.
That's like dozens of hours.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. Yeah.
And I'm not gonna watch those. I
Yeah.
don't care that much.
I know GDQ is coming up, so I'm going to start watching that.
Yeah, and then this guy won it, and he won. Guess how much winner gets?
10,000.
$25,000.
That was close-ish.
Second place 10,000. Third place 5,000. Fourth place 1,000.
So
So if you get to the finals is 4 people. You get to the finals,
Yeah.
guaranteed $1,000.
true, you just got to get to the finals, and then you can pay to
Good
go
luck.
home.
Good luck to you.
You can
It would take us
you
less
can
than
buy
$1,000
more
to get to
gas.
Vegas, so.
Yeah.
But then a hotel and food.
Yeah. So, I mean,
But it was just like you could also just go just for and they did Catan, right? And they're doing Catan next year. So like hypothetically, we could go just enter the Catan tournament. We're not gonna win,
no.
no way. But you just
No.
enter it just for fun, and then you just get to hang out at the event. And they also have a bunch of like an open gaming area where you just play games for the next 4 days.
Yeah. I just bring my
I would
magic
hope I
cards.
wouldn't. I actually hope I wouldn't win because I'm not gonna win. I'm not gonna learn all the next 15 games.
Yeah.
And they only played 3. They had Terraforming Mars, Ticket to Ride, and Catan were the only 3 games that I played out of those 16. And then they took away Ticket to Ride and 3 other ones. So it's gonna be like 4 new ones every year. So next year they're doing it again. It's gonna be 4 new ones.
Yeah, I want to see the Munchkin finals.
Never. It'll never happen.
So
So that was cool. So that's what I've been watching on YouTube.
Nice. I might look that up. That actually sounds kind of fun.
All right, so books.
I finished 2 audiobooks.
2 of them?
Yeah. They were like 9 hours each.
What?
Ghost Hunters Adventure Club, Secret of the Grand Chateau, and Ghost Hunters Adventure Club, The Train to Nowhere.
So you like Ghost Hunters Adventure Club?
There's only 2 books. Yeah. Aaron from Game Grumps wrote them both and narrated them, so I was like, I'll give him a shot. They were pretty good. I liked them.
So I finally finished the final Empire of the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. That was so fucking good, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I would highly, highly recommend that to anybody.
Yeah.
Really good.
Maybe I'll get an audiobook when I finish the Dragonlance Chronicles.
So I kind of, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm not a spoiler, but like you could kind of figure out the direction the ending was gonna go in.
Yeah, I think that's what you were saying last time.
And like what are you doing?
It keeps falling.
Tighter.
I'm trying.
That's looser.
No, it's righty-tighty.
Oh, I'm backwards.
Yeah, you are.
All right.
I'll just
And that was
rest
dude,
it on my
and so
mustache.
you could kind of tell the direction the ending was gonna go in, but it's still like, oh, like one of those things. Like, oh, I went what? Oh, and then it all made sense. I was like, now I understand the entire everything. But that was so good, dude. Oh my
They
God.
did that to me on one of the books I'm listening to right now is one of the Dragonlance Chronicle books. It's Dragons of Winter, I think it is. They totally they built up a character that has like a past with the main characters, and they
4
keep
megabytes.
bringing it up. It's like, man, I wonder what she's doing, or I wonder where she is at, or I wonder if she's having to deal with all this. And come to find out, she's leading the army that they're fighting against. And it's like, oh shit. Honestly, I mean, I saw something like that coming. Like she was just gonna come out of nowhere. I didn't think she was gonna come out of nowhere on the bad guys team. So it's kind of a nice twist. I almost had to stop writing to work because of it. I was like, God, why did I not see that coming?
You're like to stop. Like, why were you late? Yo,
Yo, this book
crazy.
Almost rode into traffic. Yeah, it's a pretty good book though.
Right.
It's made me want to read the rest of them.
I just say read. It's like I was
Yeah.
saying listen, and then my brother he was like, "You mean like audiobook?" I was like,
Yeah.
"No, I want to like take the book and just go like this."
Yeah.
Yes, audio. What the fuck? So I just say
Yeah.
you just say read. It's just
Yeah.
easier.
You're still getting the book. Yeah.
So I did download the next one. I haven't started yet. It's called The Well of Ascension.
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to the shit out of that.
Nice.
However long it is. Oh, it's like 28 hours or something.
That's not bad.
The last
Yeah.
one was 24 and a half.
If
hours
you're
or something like
consistent,
that.
you can get that done in a week.
So I want to like listen to it. Yeah, well, I only listen to it at work.
Yeah, but I mean, if you put in 3.5 hours a day.
You'd think, yeah, but then sometimes you're like, sometimes like you're talking to your
Mhm.
coworkers while you're working, and also sometimes they're talking and I can't listen and focus to the book. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're talking, so then I have to turn the book off because they won't
Yeah.
shut the fuck up. All right, so that's our books. Sports? Question mark.
Nothing for sports. Playing disco at work. So I mean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's about it.
So
So.
I saw in the highlights,
Yeah.
John helped get a sack.
Should we just shift sports to John talk?
That's the only.
That's the
thing
only
I-
thing we
what it-
talk about.
Packers lost.
I heard.
I don't just like run the ball. just
Stop
run-
the run.
Just run. Just stop the run, and run the ball.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Just run.
Well, it's because they're paying their quarterback so much money.
I don't
and
care.
He's a prodigy. They want
run
him.
the ball.
They want him to throw until his arm falls off, so he
I
can't
don't
go
do,
to
like-
another team.
And if you look at it, they ran the ball. I checked. They ran the ball like 12. They did it pretty even. They did 39 throws. Actually, no, they did 39 throws and 19 runs. 20 runs.
That's not bad.
Run more.
Yeah, run
Run
5
more.
more
You got-
times.
Aaron Jones, you're paying fucking $30 million.
Run
And AJ
5
Dillon
more.
is really good.
Yeah.
Throw the ball. I don't get it.
You run the ball.
Run the
See?
run the ball. And also, how come Tanyan hasn't been doing shit this year? Okay.
Isn't he injured still?
No, he's playing.
Throw him the ball.
129 yards and 4 5 games. That's
Yeah.
it.
Drop
Fucking-
your average yards per play to 7, or raise them to 7. That's
To
what
run
you
the
should-
ball more, you got Aaron Jones
Yeah,
and AJ Dillon,
yeah.
and
You got Tunyon.
get Tanyan involved. I don't understand why Tanyan's not involved.
I don't know.
I
Maybe
guess Aaron
they-
Jones had 2 catches, but still. So he
I-
had 80 yards from scrimmage.
Yeah,
That's fine,
yeah,
but he should have had 180 yards.
yeah.
Use him more. I don't understand.
Yeah. Maybe they're
I don't
using
get it.
Tunyon to block. I don't know. It's kind of dumb though.
Give Tunyon the ball
He's
more.
Great.
Run the ball more.
Yeah.
Done.
He's not Gronk, but I mean,
I was listening to his shit.
Get
It was like
close.
Randall Cobb cannot be your leading receiver for the season.
no.
Too old.
No.
He shouldn't be. He's not the number 1 option. He's the number 3 option.
Yeah. Or number 2. Like
At this
soft-
point, he's the number 3 option.
yeah, I would say a soft number 2.
He
yeah.
used to be number 2. This point, he's the number. He should be the number 3rd option. It should be AJ. It should be fucking Aaron Jones should be your number 1 option on offense.
Yeah.
Number
And
1.
I mean,
You're
he's great.
paying
He's
him the
got
fucking
good
money.
hands.
He's really fucking good. He's underrated as hell because the Packers don't utilize him as they should. Piss me off. Did you see the
Roughing the passer.
roughing the passer on Brady?
Yeah. Ridiculous.
The same exact thing that they did against Tua that everybody agreed was a good play, was
Yeah.
a solid play. Everybody agreed. Unfortunate that it happened, was solid. Unfortunate that happened. Every single person said that. Do it
Yeah.
against Tom Brady? Hey, flag.
Yeah. Because it's
He's
Brady.
too old.
It's Brady.
It's Brady. Fucking
Yeah.
goddamn bullshit.
And he's single now. Who knows? Maybe a ref wants
They
to get in
haven't
there.
gotten divorced yet. That bitch really chose football over Giselle Bundchen.
And
He do. Yo, I saw one. I
Yeah.
saw one post, and it was like, yo, Iron Man retired like 4 times before coming back. Giselle got to understand, Tom gonna die on that field, dude. He wants to die on the football field.
well, some teams' defenses are trying to make that happen, clearly. So I mean, I don't know. Take the insulation out of his helmet or something.
But the Bills
Help us
beat
out.
the shit out of the Steelers.
There you go.
Fucking
Yo, speaking of beatings, Jets, not half bad.
dude, that game was like they were up 2 points going into the 4th. I think
Bonkers.
that they did win it. You know, they did score 40 points, but I think the
40.
Dolphins
Ugh.
kind of absolutely threw it away in the end, and,
Yeah.
and especially that last touchdown, they stopped trying. They're like,
Oh, of
fuck it."
course.
You don't know they had their 3rd string quarterback?
I heard that they didn't have
So, like-
their second.
So I mean,
it's
like, what are you gonna? I mean,
obviously.
so going into the 4th, if you obviously you can't discount the 4th quarter, but going into the 4th, they
Yeah.
were behind 2 points with their 3rd string quarterback. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Any
I'll take
other
it.
team, they would have been destroyed by the half.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Like, what team puts out their 3rd stringer and it's like, yeah, this is fine. This'll work.
Who is their backup? That's
I
like
don't
Pat McAfee was the 4th string quarterback on the Colts.
Yeah, but he was also the punter.
Yeah, he's the 4th. And then he said, I remember I was watching one that he was like, there was one where they were like, you might have to go in, and he was like, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah.
Because at one point he was the 3rd string,
Yeah.
and then their 2nd string got injured, and then their 3rd string got injured, and they were like, oh, you might have to go in, but then the 2nd stringer went back in. He's like,
Rough.
thank God.
Yeah. That'd be terrifying. I mean, he's not bad. It's just in a situation he's never been in that I know of.
And then I remember watching one interview, and he was talking to one of his teammates, and they said that they saw him taking snaps, and he's like, after practice, and he's like,
Mhm.
what the fuck are you doing, dude? He's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm the 4th string, so like I always take a couple of snaps every week. And
You
he's
just
like,
gotta make
he's like-
sure you
and
still
he
catch
said
it.
so he was like, what? This is what we got? Pat McAfee? What do you?
Yeah, our mascot's playing?
Yeah, I think he said that. I think is our
Yeah.
mascot next? What?
Yeah, no joke.
What is this?
Honestly,
That was funny.
he's more their mascot than anybody else. Yeah, but he's great though. He's hilarious.
Yo, Matt Ryan needs to retire.
You know who else needs to retire?
Brady?
Hey, pretty good. 2 for 2. You know who else needs to retire? Probably Stafford. He's
Dude, he should have retired at the Super Bowl. I'm out.
yeah,
Outie.
yeah. I think he should have retired when he broke his fucking collarbone. Should be like, bud, just go ahead and hang it up. The Lions ringed you out.
All right. Real quick, we got music.
Nothing.
Anything new? New album? New nothing? Nothing new?
I talked about my playlist I made, right? Just went through and made a playlist of like 40 songs.
Yeah, like random shit.
Yeah, just random stuff. Just listen to that.
I'm listening to
Actually, it's 92, but you know, who's
I'm listening
counting?
to a lot of country because I kind of got out a
Gross.
little bit. I kind of go through what I always listen to country, but sometimes I go through a little bit where I'm like, I don't listen to that much.
You got a bucket or a bowl?
Why, you gonna throw up?
I'm gonna fucking vomit.
Okay, I got podcasts and streaming. Any podcasts? I don't listen to. I might just take the podcast. I'm gonna take podcasts off of here because we never listen.
Yeah,
Or streaming. We never watch.
I'm
anything.
swapping to like audiobooks more. So
Yeah,
I'm getting out of
that's.
it.
I'm just gonna do audiobooks. I'm not gonna do
Yeah.
anything.
I mean, there's one or two. Like I listen to Neebs every Thursday that they put it out because it's like 40 minutes.
I'll
That's
just make one as miscellaneous and then put in a couple things.
Yeah,
That's
I
gonna
mean
be
that's
like-
fine.
That's gonna be like, you listening.
Go to the comments. Let us know what you want to hear.
All right. It's time.
It is.
Indie Game Club.
Yep.
Did you play it all?
I played like 3 hours maybe.
Same.
Yeah.
It's just a puzzle
Yeah.
game.
I love the scenery. I
keep thinking
go
it's
ahead,
gonna
yeah.
be a story. It's just a random ass puzzle game.
It's more like that the story's implied, kind of. Like there's story there, but it's locked behind harder puzzles that you don't really understand yet. So you have to basically go through a majority of the game to understand.
I mean, I liked
Yeah.
a couple of the puzzles I did. I
Yeah.
liked it. I'm like, oh, this is
They're
nice.
deceptively
But
easy.
it's not a whole ass game.
Yeah.
If it's a puzzle thing like that, like I'd rather just play it on a phone. I'd rather just play.
That would be fun.
I'd rather just play Flow Free on the phone.
I hate that game.
Like it's the same game.
Yeah.
Not the same. It's like the same. You're just
Similar
connecting
game,
things.
yeah.
You know. So like, I'd rather just play it on the phone.
Yeah.
So we can pick a different game.
Raiders are winning. Just got an update. 14-0.
Against who? The Chiefs?
I think so, yeah.
Oh.
I'll double check after this to let you guys know.
All right. You want to pick a different game instead of playing this one more?
I mean, it's up to you, honestly. I don't mind either way. I'm probably going to play a little bit more of it, but other than that, I don't know if there's much to talk about.
That's the problem. Is we don't got a whole lot of practice at talking about.
Well, no, it's not so much like they're indie games. They're great. Like there's
We could go on about
whimsical
about
kind
Edith
of,
Finch and Gone Home, the first two.
Yeah.
We talked about that a good amount. We talked about a bunch of stuff, but then
There's not a
what
whole.
do you talk? It's puzzles.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wrote down. Oh, actually,
Like
I forgot to mention this. So real quick, going back to the last duel for 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice how goddamn long Adam Driver's capes were in that fucking movie?
Yeah,
Why are they so long?
I mentioned it when I was watching it with Jess. I was like, "What is up with this
Even
guy?"
in his whenever he was in the courtroom, he was like,
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
weighted blanket, like
Yeah.
throwing it. I was like, what the hell is this?
I started wondering if they made them longer and longer as the
I
movie
think they
went
did.
on.
I think they
just
made
to
it
fuck with
longer.
people. Like, is it just an ongoing
They
joke?
did for some reason. They must have made him longer.
Or they handed it to him as a joke, and he's just like, "Yeah, let's run with it." And it's like 15 feet long. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So real quick with the witness.
Yeah.
I wanted to say I thought it was gonna be like some fantastical land,
nah.
but there was some guy dressed as a jester, like turned to stone.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because it makes you ask a bunch of questions, but doesn't really give you answers, which is fine. One of the things that I was kind of annoyed with, like while I was playing it, there was I think maybe one or two puzzles that I needed to think more about than I wanted to give the effort for. So I would just like close out of the puzzle and then just walk around. And I was like, this is great if it gave you something else.
Dude, there's like puzzles. It was like it's got like that white triangle or whatever, and then it's
Yeah.
got those gold fucking blocks.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what the thing is to figure out here.
Yeah.
I like puzzles in games a
Mhm.
lot, but only if they tell you how to
You
figure it
gotta-
out.
Yeah, you gotta
If
have.
they don't tell you how to figure it out at all,
Yeah.
and it just here's this visual yellow triangle,
Mm-hmm.
figure it out.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
There's a bunch of those.
I'd have to, yeah, I mean the puzzle style because they change as you
Yeah.
progress. I think the ones with the blocks is you have to go around them in that order.
I did. One of them was literally impossible,
Okay.
or I'm dumb.
Well,
But I
Which
think
is
it was.
more
I think
likely.
one of them I felt like was literally impossible.
no, I get it. Yeah, some of them it's like as soon as it shifts to some new system, They do, like, the first few puzzles seem drastically harder, and then you figure out the gimmick to the puzzle, and it's like, oh, these are easy. I mean, still difficult, but easy.
I don't know. I tried. I tried on one of those, the gold block for like, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Literally 10 minutes on this one
I
puzzle.
remember
Couldn't
one
figure
you
it
had to use, like, shadows and
out.
stuff.
I should have looked it. I should have just looked it up.
That one was rough.
I don't think I did that one.
Okay.
I immediately went to the left, and there's like this thing on a, like a boat ramp out on the water, or not a boat ramp, like a.
I don't remember seeing that, so I don't think I went that way.
I went that way. Immediately went to the left, and then it made like a white light pointing.
Yeah, I
So
know
the
the beams.
I only got one of those.
Yeah, I only got one.
We probably did the same exact amount in that game.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, now that I think about it. I didn't have my trophy sync, so I don't know if I got anything.
I got one trophy for doing the light.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, I think that was a trophy, but I wasn't sure. I didn't have my stuff turned on.
So do you want to pick a different game that actually had, like, a story?
I'll probably still play through that one, but we can pause here and look.
You want to do
What was the other game we were talking about doing, but we chose The Witness?
you want to do Everybody's Gone to the Rapture? Because that's got an actual story throughout the whole
I
thing.
don't think I have it. I mean, I could always buy it, but I don't think I have it.
Do you want to do that one, and then we'll see if you have it?
Oh, do you want to try the new Plus games? One of them is
What is it?
Hot Wheels Racing. Hot Wheels
Hot
are
Wheels
in.
Racing?
Yeah, Hot Wheels are indie, right?
It's not a hot. What is it?
It's a Hot Wheels racing game.
It's not a Hot Wheels racing game.
It is indeed. Let me double check. Now you got me.
Isn't it Need for Speed?
Now you got me down myself.
I don't think it's Need for Speed.
Oh, it says Hot Wheels.
Get wrecked.
Yeah, we can play it, but it don't got no story or anything.
Hot Wheels Unleashed. We can play Injustice. What about Super Hot? Isn't that
Let's-
an indie game?
I think so. Yeah, let's play Super Hot.
We'll play Super Hot. How long is Super Hot? How long to beat?
2.5 hours. Let's
There
do
we
it. Okay, we're
go.
doing Super Hot next.
Super Hot.
Super Hot.
That's that one where game stops moving when you stop moving, right?
I have absolutely no idea.
We will find out.
Raiders still winning.
What?
Raiders still winning.
There's a Pokemon Go.
Pogo stick. All right. Now, we shall pick the things that we are going to try and get to next. All right.
Yes.
Board game.
I want to try Hocus Pocus, obviously. But I also really want to give Princess Bride a shot, and I'm trying to Wednesday to play it. So 2
Why
days.
Wednesday?
Because tomorrow I go have tacos with my family, so
This
I'm not
is
going to be home.
Tuesday.
Yeah. Go for Taco Tuesday, so I won't be home. And today's game night, so I won't go home tonight. And Thursday, She-Hulk comes out, so that's what we do Thursday. So I'm going to try Wednesday. And if I don't, I'll try again Friday. And if I
I'm gonna
don't,
put
I'll try again
Getaway the
Saturday.
Driver / War of the Ring, which I'm going to buy.
I'll probably try to play more Magic, now that I got more cards.
Oh, I might play. Okay, I'm going to put / Magic.
Also, forgot my cards today.
Yo, once my... I told it... So I trying to get... So one of our friends might be working with me, the same job
Mhm.
as me.
Nate?
Could be a couple months. Nate.
Hi, Nate.
So I told him when he comes, dude, we're gonna get it super into Magic.
I'll make him a deck.
He's gonna get into Magic. I'm gonna make him get into Magic.
Just tell him to pick a color.
And
I'll
I'm gonna
make him a
bring
deck.
I'm gonna be like, dude, we could play like board games. Like I could bring like a small, but even a bigger game.
Yeah, bring a
Even
bigger
hot-
game.
We can just play it.
Hmm?
Okay. Video games.
Video games, Tropico, and more GTA.
All right.
But I will try Tropico first.
I'm gonna try and play this game that I got called Hired Gun. It's like a short. I had to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a short first-person shooter set in the Warhammer universe, I think.
Warhammer?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think, and I bought it a long time ago to play it. It was real cheap. And I'm gonna try and play it.
Okay.
So that's GTA. All right.
I'm gonna try to play some Star Fox on my Switch.
Oh. All right. movies. I don't have
Greatest
a movie.
Beer Run. I have a list of 70 other movies I gotta watch.
Yeah, I got through some list movies. I don't have one that I want to watch.
I'll give you one you can watch.
Give me one.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
I've already seen it.
Devil's Advocate.
That's one of the movies that I watched.
Anchorman.
I've never seen Anchorman.
Rocky Horror Picture
Oh
Show.
no, never mind. I know what I want to watch.
The Machinist. Schindler's
Wait,
List.
wait. I know what I want to
Reservoir
watch.
Dogs.
I know what I want to try and watch the next couple days.
Oh brother.
Everything Must Go.
Ugh.
Haven't seen it.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, I was thinking a different movie.
Haven't seen it. It's got Will Ferrell in it. He like has a divorce. And
Bring
then
Down the House.
Shut up. And he gets rid of everything and is leaving Netflix in 3 days. So I'm gonna try and watch it.
Equilibrium.
Already seen it.
Panic Room.
Haven't seen it. All right. TV shows. Anything new? I'm not gonna put things that we're always. that we
Gio
keep
Dierte.
saying. I'm not gonna put things that we keep saying. Anything new?
New TV shows. I gotta finish Archer.
I'm gonna try and pick a random TV show.
Oh, you know what? I saw like 5 episodes of The Midnight Club
What's that?
with Jess. It's a show about, I guess technically kids, teenagers or young adults in a care facility who are all terminal with some random disease, and it's just a place they go that provides care. But since they're all dying, they all kind of share that bond. And every night at midnight, I think it's the library. No, they meet in like a dining hall or whatever, and they
Okay.
trade scary stories.
Okay.
Yeah, but it also like plays out the story
That's what I was
using
gonna
the
say.
actors. Yeah,
That's what I was gonna ask.
which is great, honestly.
Sounds interesting.
There's a slightly spooky element because it's not just a regular care facility. It's got to be one of those haunted ones with some backstory to it. But the idea of like it's a bunch of, I think it's like 7 or 8 terminal teenagers. There's like a shifting cast. So I think where I'm at, like 2 or 3 people have died from illnesses. Yeah. And 2 or 3 other people have shown up. So it's a great like mix up because the characters don't know when somebody's going to die. But they also don't know if it's like mysterious how they died. You know. But it's a great show, honestly. I like
you
it.
watched 5 episodes. You totally forgot.
I think it was 5 episodes. It could have been 4. They're like hour-long episodes. We spent all Saturday watching it. Yeah, so it was pretty long.
All right.
That's what we did
Do
instead
you
of
want to watch that
cleaning.
more?
Kinda, yeah. I got to double check to see if I started on the first episode because I kind of walked in and it was like most of the episode, so I got to double check. But I'm sure to watch more of that.
All right. I think that's all we usually pick.
Hot take, probably give it an 8 out of 10. I grade high.
I'll believe you that that's a hot take. That's usually all I put for anything because YouTube is usually a random book we already talked about we're going to watch.
Yeah.
All right. So those are our things.
What are you
We're
doing?
going to do.
What are you doing this weekend?
Going hiking.
Lame. I was to see if you want to go play disc golf.
I'm going to go hiking.
Lame. Stretch. Your hammies are going to kill you later. I got your
I'm the
back,
one
dude.
who always said to stretch.
I don't want to hear it. Well, let's wrap this up.
All right. That was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it again.
Mm-hmm. Well, suck a dick up till you hiccup. Let's wrap this up. We got shit
That's
to
your
do.
catchphrase?
Is it a catchphrase?
Nick,
don't-
catchphrase.
Go Web Go. I don't know.
That was good. All right. I'll see you next. I didn't leave, Nick. I'll see you next time.
I forgot
Chaz
it was-
Market Man. I don't know.
Is something burning? Hello?
Oh, is it working? All right. Actually talk into it instead of just
Okay.
fucking snapping.
Fine, sure, whatever.
Hi.
Hi.